of the part of the admin how-to for Learn the Birds, and I'm going to show you how to set up a creator for someone who's going to create webinars and masterclasses. The principle is exactly the same whether it's a masterclass or a webinar. They have to be set up as content creators on the event system. So let's get started. So I have my web browser here, and I'm going to open it up. So we have an interesting presentation coming up by Harriet Kimigisha from Uganda, and I'm just going to show you how we set her up as a content creator or a webinar creator on Learn the Birds. So let's get started. First, we're going to navigate to Learn the Birds, and then we're going to go to the dashboard. And then once we're on the dashboard, we're going to just check whether Harriet is already a user on Learn the Birds, just to make sure that we're not creating a duplicate. We search here. We don't find Harriet here, and I'm just double checking that I spelled her name correctly. There's only one T, unlike my other friend Harriet. So try that again. Okay, so no user found. So we're going to add a new user. And the username will be Harriet. I prefer to give people their first names until we run out of first names. So we just go back to the email and just copy the email address and enter it in there. It's always a good idea to just copy the person's name just to make sure you don't misspell it. Let's do that again. Paste. And then if they have a website, we can go and see if there's a website mentioned in the email. We can add that harriettours.com. So we just copy the link location. Go paste that in there. And we create a password, which should be a strong password. And I'm going to just hide that. And I'm going to create a new password so that you don't see what that password was. Okay, so we've created a strong password for Harriet. And now the role that she is going to have is organizer, which means that this is someone who's going to be able to organize events. So if she wants to come along later and create her own event, that's fine. And that's it. That's all there is to it. We add a new user, and she will get an email with the information about password and stuff. I'm not going to worry about that right now. And I'm certainly not going to save it in my vault. Okay, so now we've created Harriet as a user on the system. So now what we've got to do is we've got to go to the event manager, organizers, and then we've got to add Harriet as an organizer. You can see that we've got some organizers here already. We want to add new. And what we could give Harriet's company the name. We could use Harriet's company name, but I think that's not appropriate because we're using generally people's first and last names. So the title is going to be the first and last name. And then we have some bio information that we can add. So I go back to the email. Sorry, I go back to the email, and I see that Harriet is attached a bio. So I'm going to just download this file and save it. And it should be in my downloads. So I'm just going to go grab that. Okay, so I'm going to just copy this text. And go back to the Learn the Birds site. And then I'm going to go Shift Control V. So I paste it in without any formatting in just in case there has been some formatting there. So we're just going to delete these fake lines here and create new ones. That will now go into the about, and we're duplicating the stuff that we just did in creating the user, but if we don't create the user first, the person won't be able to log in. So we just need to create the user first. Now I'm going to just go back to the email and get the email address, copy email address. And there's Twitter and Facebook and the website. I'm going to just put the website. And I'm just going to paste that in there. And that's all good so far. I can put an excerpt here if it's necessary. I don't know if it's necessary. I think maybe I'll just copy this and use that as the excerpt. Allow comments. No, we don't want comments on the person's page. So now what we've done is we will, when I'm done this, have created the user. And I can, of course, change the author at any stage to any other registered administrator or author on here. But I'm not going to do that. I'll leave it as me. And I think we'll leave Facebook comments. I don't think that pops up anyway on the individual author page. So that's it. Now we can set a logo for this organizer, but we don't have a logo uploaded. So we're going to go to upload files, but I don't actually have a logo for Harriet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to her web page and see if there's a logo there that I can use. Like I can use that as a logo. Let me just see view image. Yeah, so I'm going to save that. And I'm going to put it in Learn the Birds, webinars. No, I'm going to put it in Learn the Birds, webinars. And then I'm going to just create a folder for Harriet, Harriet. And I'm just going to put it in there as logo. Okay, so now I can go back to Learn the Birds and I can find that file and drop it there. So I go to my Learn the Birds folder. I go to webinars, Harriet, and you can see I've got the logo here. So I just drag the logo in there and drop it. And then I'm just going to put alt text there as Harrier Tours logo. And then I'm going to set that as the organizer logo. So that's what will appear beside the information about the organizer on the site when an event is created. So I don't think there's anything else here that needs to be changed. Now we can go and publish that. Okay, so now you can see that we've created this organizer page for Harriet. Now I can go ahead and create a webinar, and I can assign it to Harriet. But that's for another short video, and hopefully that's useful for anybody doing admin on the site. See you soon.